Hi YouTubers, been a long time no talk. I haven't died or anything silly like that. Thought I'd better catch up and just give you an explanation of what's going on and fill you in. Well, things started really well with the bags. Not that there's a problem with the bags, the bag idea. It's a very good idea. But one of the things I did find is that where we live in Queensland, our ultraviolet light is very high. So just having the bags out in the sunlight just started to destroy the bags, and they were falling, literally falling apart. And that created some issues, particularly because of the size I was going through. I was having water constantly pump, and the last thing I wanted was the potting mix that was in the bags to wash down any of the plumbing and get back into the pump or the sump. So we learned from our lessons, and I'm not decrying the whole concept of the grow bag idea. It does work. We saw the bags did stay together reasonably well, and what we found at the moment, if we had to move a bag to put another bag in and we tried to drag it, the bag would tear apart. But we got a lot of tomatoes off it, but we had a major disaster with our corn. Some sort of little caterpillar got in and destroyed virtually all the corn. And so it all became chook food. Chooks enjoyed it, well, chickens in America. To be perfectly honest, to maintain my integrity and to keep honest with you people that are watching my videos, I have to say, if you're going to a grow bag situation, double check the bags that you use are suitable for your climate. If you're living in an area where you're having a lot of very high ultraviolet light, make sure the bags you're using are suitable. Like one person said to me, I had the problem all because I didn't use a Walmart bag. But if you're knowing about Walmart does not exist outside North America, and unfortunately we here in Australia can't buy a bag that's like that. There are bags on the market that I could have procured, but I would have had to import them from America, and by the time I did that, and the shipping was actually worth shipping on bringing anything like that into Australia, just literally would have pushed the price of it right out the window. So as a result, I had to look around for an alternative, and I'm pretty sure think I have come upon an alternative. I was doing some searching on the internet for a period of weeks, trying to figure out what is it that I want to achieve. What I want to achieve is a high yield product, high yield, no matter what I'm growing, whether it be lettuces, tomatoes, sweet corn or whatever. It's got to be a high yield, because I don't see the point of putting anything in the dirt, in the soil, that doesn't give me a good return. It's a bit like putting money in the bank. You don't put money in the bank not to get interest paid on it. So what I had to do is I had to look around, and in doing so I found a product that was made here in Australia called Greensmart pots. The chap that has them, a fellow called by the name of Gerald, I don't know his last name, has a worldwide patent on these Greensmart pots, and everything I've seen about them so far, and the people I've spoken to, everybody is super impressed. But just to reiterate back to the grow bags, while I had them in the little kiddie pools and they were sitting up under the eaves of the house, the bags weren't being affected by any light. The moment we put them out in the open more, I suppose one alternative would be, if you wanted to, you could drape shade cloth over everything, but buying shade cloth can get pretty expensive. So you've got to sort of weigh up your pros and cons to which way you want to work. But so, as a result, I went to the Greensmart pots, which I'll show you shortly. Like, I'm still in the early stages of testing them, but so far, everything I'm seeing with them, they are living up to what everybody that I've spoken to who's using them has said. I'm going to run a short video in a few minutes by a lady called Di Holtz, where she introduces the Greensmart pot and gives you a rundown of her garden. But also, if you go online to Facebook, there's a Greensmart Pots Facebook page, group page, so you can have a look there. And the lady Loretta who runs that page is Gerald's sister, and she's all too happy to answer your questions. So I'm not here to promote somebody's product, but I'm here to say that what I'm seeing so far is really working well. At the end of the day, it's up to every individual to try out what works for them. And I would say that the grow bags will work great in areas, probably places like North America, if you can get your Walmart bags, and probably parts of the lower states of Australia. I'm not sure about New Zealand, because New Zealand does have issues there with ultraviolet light. So check it out. The concept of wicking and air pruning does work. The Greensmart pot does do a form of air pruning. It's not the way we conventionally think of air pruning, by everything going to the outside, but you've got your water in the bottom. You've got a little tray sits in the bottom of the pot, which the potting mix sits on. That's perforated, so any roots that hit that perforated section and go through into the little air gap are going to burn back. The tips are going to burn off, and you will get those increased root structure. You won't get any root binding in there. And so, as I say, I'm not promoting a product. I'm just here to say what I have found, and it's working right now. I'm really impressed with it. I've got, you'll see when I put it up, I've got lettuces, watermelon. I think I've got 4 varieties of lettuces and 1 variety of watermelon. But I was so impressed that today I'm ordering another 4 pots. But if you're living in a place like where we do, in Queensland, I don't want to just sort of keep talking about this, but where we have this high ultraviolet light, you can use these pots without any fear. They're UV protected, and there is a lady on the Sunshine Coast by the name of Michele Sternberg, who actually is a distributor for them. She does a good price on them, and a little bit of shipping. Costs are very, very good. And she basically is your Queensland distributor. I don't know who the distributors are in other parts of the world, but I know Gerald has a worldwide patent on his Greensmart pots. So he's obviously pretty convinced on them. His sister Loretta is running 145 of these pots, and I'll put up some photos of those in this video so you can actually see them. But if you want to, I'm going to be very careful what I say here. There is not a fault with the grow bag idea. It's a great idea. It works, but my issue is with it is if you don't make sure that the bag you're using works well in your particular environment, then you could be subject to bags falling apart, and that could be real disastrous for you. Okay, thank you. Talk to you later.
Hi, I'm Di Holst of Greensmart, and welcome to our garden. I'm here today to tell you about our unique Greensmart self-watering pots. Our pots have been designed here in Australia for the purpose of growing herbs and vegetables organically to achieve maximal plant growth and quality, yet with minimal effort required. The results are a smarter, healthier and more efficient way for you to grow your plants at home. So what can you grow in your Greensmart pot? Well, as you can see from our garden, you can grow just about every herb and vegetable. This includes tomatoes, lettuces, basil, chilli, parsley, eggplants, corn, spinach, strawberries and rhubarb. You can also companion plant in the same Greensmart pot, for example tomato and basil, chilli and onion, or mixed lettuces for your garden salad. So what are the advantages of Greensmart pots over other traditional methods? Produce grows faster, it requires less maintenance, it uses water efficiently and effectively, and it provides a cheaper, fresher, healthier alternative than produce you'd normally buy in stores. So how does a Greensmart pot do this? This pot is made of a highly robust material with UV protection and comes in two sizes, large and small. The large pots are ideal for staking plants such as tomatoes and running plants such as strawberries, and also bulb produce such as potatoes and carrots. The smaller pots are ideal for smaller gardens and apartments and patios. Greensmart's patented design means less watering and monitoring of your plants. This is due to a unique visual water indicator, the water reservoir size located in the pot's base, and aeration holes and a perforated inner plate. The plants use water through the wick watering system, which initiates the process of capillary action. This design maintains a maximum plant growth plus substantial water savings. The inbuilt water reservoir holds enough water for approximately 7 to 10 days, so it just needs to be checked once a week on average. The gated holes on the side of the pot do two things: ensures the pot never overfills, and the holes also aerate the pot and assists in preventing root rotting and wet feet, a common problem with self-watering pots. All these amazing features can improve plant growth by up to 30%, providing healthier plants and higher yields. Greensmart pots are the smarter way to grow herbs and vegetables. Pick up one today. You won't be disappointed.